Close your eyes.
Hello everyone, welcome to Willow and Roots. It's Michelle here and I have another reading for you. Today's reading is a suggestion from Jess and she wants me to do a reading on Will I Ever Meet the One? Okay, so let us see. We're going to have three options. Now this is quite interesting and you all know how I feel about relationship readings. Not only is it a hypersensitive topic because many people want to be loved and experience that great love, but in my experience from doing readings, and actually back in the day when I had readings done, especially on this topic, it's very easy to receive the guidance and not do anything, right? So it becomes a vicious cycle of constantly getting readings, especially if you do not get the answer that you want, that you are seeking. When it comes to will I ever meet the one, and I'm putting this out ahead of the reading because I will do it. And if anyone wants a personal relationship reading from me, I would do it. But what you need to be aware of is what are your intentions when it comes to a relationship? Where are you personally in your life? Are you happy with other areas of your life? Are you seeking a relationship where someone is going to heal you? Now, when it comes to that, it's important to put yourself in the other person's shoes. So let's flip it. Let's say you met someone and they're seeking you to complete them or heal them. That is a lot of pressure. So not only do you have to work with your stuff, your baggage, your personal goals, etc., but you're taking on the other person's as well. When it comes to these types of relationships, or any relationships for that matter, it's important to realize that the other person has needs too. Are you going to be able to fulfill them? Okay? That's the flip side. It's very important because it's so hard putting a lot of pressure on one person to make you better and them better. And I'm speaking from personal experience on both sides of the fence. Okay, let us get on with this reading. So, we're going to have three options. So I'm just going to initially pull a card, one for each pile. Option 1, option 2, option 3. Once again, this is option 1, this is option 2, and this is option 3. Now I have to show you guys this. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups. We're talking about self-care first, okay? Self-care. Okay, love thyself. So you can pause the video, choose a card, let's get to it. Hello, option 1. For those of you who selected the first card, here's your reading. So let's see. 10 of Swords. Now this does not mean that you will not enter into a meaningful connection. What it does mean is mindset, looking into your expectations when it comes to relationships. Okay, we do see here 10 swords, and it's either going into this person's hair or they're just pulling it out. So it could be where you're overcoming certain beliefs, and the beliefs could stem from childhood. So you're seeing how your parents or aunties or other grown-ups were in relationships and adopting those views, ideals, etc. Now it's examining that. It's also saying not losing yourself in your connections. So that means when you enter into a connection, somehow everything that the other person wants to do, likes, become your likes, and you have no interest at all. You don't have any likes. There's nothing that you find interesting because you're doing everything that the other person wants to do. And that's a very important area to examine, because after a while, if you practice this in relationships, it turns to resentment and bitterness, especially when it ends. When it ends, it's like you don't even know who you are, what you like. It's almost like starting all over, learning how to walk again. Because When people enter our lives, we evolve, we change. What our perspective and viewpoints before we met them does change because of the experiences that we have in the connection with the other. That is why it is important to have personal time for self-care, Queen of Cups. To really connect with yourself, to understand yourself, to know what you like, and to also have time for your interests, nurture it, have personal goals, also allowing them to do the same. It's all about looking into how you view relationships. That's how you will open the channels to attracting individuals who are on the same wavelength as yourself. We have the sun in the back. Self-reflection. Right, I'm going to keep this Queen of Cups card here, because I have a feeling that every pile is going to have some aspect of self-care. Okay, may I have Two of Swords. So we have contemplation. And we have Five of Wands. Okay, I'm going to pull one more because it really is speaking on Nine of Swords. Okay, so we can't run away from it. Two of Wands on the bottom. So what Spirit is saying is, for you guys, this is actually a very important step in your development and journey towards having a meaningful connection. And that is what I said earlier. We're examining your views on relationships. What are they meant to look like? Are they realistic? Am I expecting too much from the other? What do I want for myself personally? What can I build for myself personally that does not involve the other? So it's making yourself whole, working through what you have been taught about relationships, what you see online with these fake relationships, what you believe from storybooks and of course Disney, which is a major contributor to this fantasy land view of relationships. But also your motives. I'm seeing here with the chessboard. A need to be vulnerable, guys. This is intimacy issues. This is really screaming on being vulnerable, being seen. Nine of Swords here. So whatever experience you had in the past, or it might be experiences, in order to be in that the one meaningful relationship, there's a strong need to be vulnerable, to be open. The person has to see who you are. They got to see you, especially if they are open. Imagine someone who is open, who is just ready to show you exactly who they are. They're living their truth. And you're like, well, I'm just going to show you only so much. Is that fair? There's a need to work on where this is coming from. What am I afraid of? Because to the other, it looks like you're not being serious. It looks like playing games. But here I'm seeing it's not you playing games. It's you not wanting to get hurt, because it's happened so many times. It's about making that conscious decision to analyze, journal what you expect from a relationship. And for you guys, more importantly, I would even say this for everyone, what you are seeking, do you possess it? Everything that you want in a partner, do you have those traits? If not, how do you move towards having them, creating them? Okay. Emperor. Okay, so we have the Emperor card here. So this is holding your own. This is you needing to be in this energy for that meaningful connection when it does come in. When Spirit says, okay, you are ready to receive this connection, you're being asked to be in the energy of the emperor because your person is an emperor. Your person, wow. Your person has their act together. This person is working on themselves. This person is working on all areas of their life. And the energy I'm getting from this is you need to match it. So that would be the empress. Allowing the emperor to lead and you would support. It's not saying sitting back and, twiddling your thumbs, but it's more so allowing the masculine to be the masculine and you be the feminine. And if you're a male watching, just flip it. But it's calling for you to be vulnerable. There's someone on the horizon, but you have to kind of work on yourself first before it comes in, because if there is idealism, unrealistic views on relationships, it's not going to work, because this is the type of person who knows themselves and is not going to tolerate nonsense because they know that they can meet someone else. We have to get out of the Disney ideal of the person sees you and then woo, they fall in love so deeply, everyone else is forgotten and it's just you. It doesn't really work like that, because we know that yes, you can be in love deeply and the person is loyal, but if you see an attractive person, and I'm saying this to the men watching and the women watching, you're gonna look, but you may not touch, but you're gonna look. Come on. And this reading has gone crazy. But this person does not want to be a fixer, okay? So they will be more than happy to allow you to work on yourself while they go and have their experiences. That's what this is telling me. And it's not being mean. I'm not saying this to be mean. These readings, it can't be fantasy land and a lot of lies, because I know that people are hypersensitive when it comes to matters of the heart. But if you're telling someone that, oh yes, the person is coming in and they're going to ride on their horse and allow you to treat them like garbage or to weigh them down, let them feel like they have to fix you, that's not true. The person that you are seeking who has their act together, you got to match that energy. So I'm not saying every single thing on the list, but a lot of it, key points where you are able to be self-reliant. And what I mean by that is, with these connections, or any connection for that matter, if the person says, you know what, things are not working out, this is just not for me, I think we need to take a break, or I think we need to end it, you are not going to be falling apart, holding on to the person's feet and being dragged about. You're not going to be in that space. You're going to be, well, okay, well, if you need to do that, do you, because I'm secure within myself to know that I can meet someone else, or I can hold my own. I have other areas of my life where I'm building, expanding. Okay? It's being in that energy. Beautiful. So I'm going to end the reading right here. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, press the notification bell. I'm also offering personal readings on Etsy. Information on that is in the description box below. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, option 2. For those of you who selected the second card, here's your reading. So let's see. We have the Ace of Wands. So the one or significant connection has the potential to come in when you are starting over. Okay, so we have here a new chapter or a newness happening. This could be shifting energy, so you're having a different perspective, a new lease on life. I'm also getting where you're heavily focused on yourself, so you're focusing on building yourself up or what you have, and that's where it opens you up to meeting those who match your vibration. With the woman opening the book and there's a rose coming out, it's a chapter that you are committed to putting a lot of your effort in succeeding at. And because it's her, a woman alone, it feels very personal here. I'm hearing wanting to make your mark. She has a green dress with yellow polka dots. So moving towards what she loves, but then we have that desire, that drive. This is about building personal development and growth, and then it shifts the energy to allow this person to come in. Okay. Wheel of Fortune, Six of Swords. Wheel of Fortune, Six of Swords. Okay, one more. Strength. Yeah, look. This is a continuation of option one. So this is what happens after you shift your focus. So with the Wheel of Fortune, let me push these up. Taking matters into your own hands here. Changing your situation. So where you may have had certain views on relationships that probably weren't realistic. So we're talking about Disney type views on relationships or social media fake relationships. This speaks on shifting your focus and moving away from waiting on chance, waiting for the one or that meaningful relationship to fall in your lap, ignoring what you're meant to be focusing on personally. So working on your personal goals. Now it's like, I'm moving out of that with the Six of Swords to now really focusing on myself, focusing on having self-confidence, self-belief, and valuing my life and what I want to build for myself. Very personal. And the reason why I say that is because each card has one person in it other than the lion and the girl. But that's an aspect of herself. Taming that eagerness, not getting frustrated and angry when what I am told will fall into my lap doesn't. We do have a time energy here as well, time feeling, right? Especially with the Wheel of Fortune, like it needed to happen now. I need this person to come in now, right? When you realize that, well, it's not working, it's not coming in, I'm shifting out of that energy, that mindset, and I'm going to really focus on me. Nice. There you go. We have the Four of Wands. Now we have two people, which is quite interesting. So with the Four of Wands energy, that's building your foundation. So having the need to be stable within the self. So your energy has to be in the right frequency in order to attract the right person. Your foundations, what you have for yourself, needs to be right so that you can feel good about yourself while in those connections. Okay, so it's understanding what needs to be done when it comes to living your life, realizing that putting these relationships on a pedestal where you're actually sat back waiting and allowing life to pass you by, that's not the way to go. It's not worth it. Living life and building and expanding and excelling is the way to go. Shifting that energy, and that's when you will meet more people. That's when you will be open to receiving these relationships, and there won't be that emptiness because you have fulfilled certain goals and dreams that you want to create personally for yourself. So when someone comes in, it's not like, okay, now I'm going to start on my career, the career that I've always wanted. You're not going to be doing that because you're doing that now before they come in. You're realizing that. It's not living after the person comes in. It's before and during. With the Four of Wands, I'm also view shifting on the ideal home. So that's the white picket fence. Again, Disney view on what the perfect relationship is. Three of Swords. Oh my gosh. Yeah, look. Four of Swords, Three of Swords. For some of you, it's wanting something different to what you grew up in. So you could have grown up in a broken home and you want that perfect relationship, and you fell into the trap of viewing life through the eyes of Disney or through social media. You know that those things, those situations aren't always true. We have the moon. Yeah, this definitely feels like, well, now I have a different outlook on what I want for a connection, how it's all going to unfold. This is actually doing it. This is taking the action steps to build and create a life for yourself that you feel good about, proud about. And when the relationship comes in, if it should, then that's great. But I'm happy with what I am currently building. Okay, so the energy regarding the connection, we do have here the Wheel of Fortune, we have the moon. So it almost looks like they still want to surprise you, the universe. So it's gonna come in when it comes in. They're really wanting you to continue to build for the self, really being comfortable with what you have acquired. All right, so we have the Page of Swords. Wow. Okay. I'm getting that that is a person watching you. So you do have someone looking at you, observing you. Or that is when you're going to have a lot of eyes on you, a lot of suitors. Okay. Right. Yep. 7 of Cups, Page of Swords. That's when you're going to be a hot commodity, I'm hearing in my head, right? So you're a catch because you got a lot going on for you. So you're going to be attracting people who are intelligent, people who are ambitious, right? You're going to be attracting people who like to see growth. For you guys, it's saying that there are multiple people who could be the one or a meaningful connection. So there is not just one. There are many possible suitors who you can build a wonderful life with. But it comes in when you make the change. Tower and what's that? Tower, and then we have Temperance. Wow. So being comfortable, level-headed during change. Again, we do have here releasing false hope or even false beliefs. This could be triggered from a relationship ending, this new lease on life, this new focus on the self. But it is saying that you will be more open as well as to who moves towards you. So whatever differences, I'm getting like physical differences, you're going to be more open to the individual for who they are, not for what they look like. I'm also getting that you'll be surprised at how okay or calm you are with this new way of being, new sense of self. It's like, wow, I didn't know that I can actually be okay with not jumping into another relationship due to desperation, but I'm just really focusing on me and how everything is falling into place and how I'm having people complimenting me. You're gonna like that. That's nice. So I'm gonna end the reading right here. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, press the notification bell. I'm also offering personal readings on Etsy. Information on that is in the description box below. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, option 3. For those of you who selected the 3rd card, here's your reading. So let's see. Ooh, 2 of Cups. Wow. Like for like, I'm hearing. Like for like. The answer is yes. I would call it a meaningful connection instead of the one. You both share similar interests. You both share similar experiences. What you need to heal may be similar. On the other hand, that's where the test comes in. Because whatever the vulnerabilities are, the triggers, that's what needs to be healed, and that is what is going to come up in the relationship for healing. Now for you guys, especially with these types of connections, it's going to require you to really face yourself, put the mirror up to the self and truly be committed to working on triggers, to working on traumas, to work on mindset as well. So know that what triggers you also triggers them. So if two people who share the same triggers, what they're going to do is trigger each other. But how do you work through it? How do you overcome it? Because we tend to look at the, again, the Disney Fantasyland view, ideal of the perfect relationship, and we just skip into the sunset with no problems, right? No challenges. But the challenge here is when the triggers presents itself, are you going to stay and work through them, or are you going to run away? That's what I'm feeling heavily here. We are intertwined, but this is not intertwined up here. This can untangle easily, especially if it becomes too challenging, especially if what triggers us is too intense. You want to get away from it. So it is saying, are you prepared to face all that you have buried deep within you when it comes to your expectations with relationships, expectations from other people? But the answer is yes, there is a meaningful connection where you do have a lot in common. A lot. Self-care is important here. Okay, let's see the guidance. Nine of Cups. Wow. Very nice. So we have here personal happiness. What you've always wanted. Three of Pentacles. Okay. Page of Wands. Interesting. So you'll enjoy each other's company almost in a childlike manner, right? Really fun, giggly, very happy. It's not too heavy. It's not to the point where it's like the relationship has to manifest in a particular way. It's not very structured. You will like to explore and learn together. But because we have the page here, as much as it is fun and you're exploring and learning together, at some point, especially if there's any challenges, it's important to A, not sweep it under the carpet and pretend it doesn't exist, and B, being able to communicate and work through it clearly and openly. Because the page energy, especially with having that young vibe, that young energy, it's very easy to just like go off and be like, okay, well, you know what? I need to clear my head. I need to go off for a while. And with pages, if you think of kids, they could put something down and leave it for a very long time before they pick it back up again. Okay? So I'm hearing handle with care. So when you are in this connection, the flip side of it is maintaining it. It's good fun. It seems like, when you're together, it's just you're in your own world. You're learning from each other. You even inspire each other. But there needs to be some degree of stability when it comes to working through triggers. Okay, we have the Five of Swords on the bottom. That's the getting at each other's throats. So this is when the triggers presents itself. Not to be in that tit for tat energy. The World. Okay, so that's that growing up. We have the King of Cups with Four of Wands. So this is where the maturity comes in. The King of Cups brings that mature energy. So knowing that you need to be emotionally stable, communicate clearly and honestly in order for this to grow and to have legs, to have a future. Okay? So again, the exploring each other and exploring the world together, wonderful. But it does require being honest with your emotions, clear communications in order for this to work. And it does express that with the World card, that it quickly moves in that direction. Seven of Pentacles on the bottom speaks on what you bring to the table, right? What each person brings to the table to help the relationship to blossom and grow. You're going to see what works and what doesn't work. We have here the Star. So what this is telling me is, not only is this connection very healing, it is a divine connection. We're not going to throw labels around regarding what the connection is, other than that it is a meaningful connection. There is some spiritual significance, spiritual growth, even personal growth. We have here with the Nine of Cups, Three of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands, fun exploration, right? Being able to let your hair down with this person and have fun, explore, experiment. When you do that, it does help with your growth and development because you're trying new things out. Not only do you maintain what you currently like, you're open to learning more, exploring more. And that's what it's about. That's where the growth comes in. It's healing, it's nurturing. And if we're going to look at it from a spiritual angle, that's the whole idea. This person was placed on your path for you to potentially move towards or to accept, to help to open you up to these possibilities. The possibility of being open to explore and to try something new, to release expectations and to explore freely without restrictions, releasing the need, that longing to be with and to be rescued. It is knowing that you have everything that you need already because you are sacred. Right, beautiful. So I'm going to end the reading right here. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, press the notification bell. I'm also offering personal readings on Etsy. Information on that is in the description box below. And I'll see you next time. Bye.
Open your